Now I'm going to do my absolute all-time favourite birthday party food. That's fairy bread. Now, I went to the shops yesterday to get sprinkles, and of course they didn't have any of the colourful, bright sprinkles that I like. They had some massively overpriced, slightly less colourful ones, but I wasn't going to buy them. So I just went and got my other favourite flavour, which is the chocolate sprinkles. Now, some people make fairy bread with hundreds and thousands, and I hate those. Maybe not the people, but I hate hundreds and thousands. Crunchy and they're hard, hit your teeth. You don't want that crunch when you're biting into a soft, fluffy sandwich bread. You want the sprinkles, because if you actually leave them there for a little while too, they actually soften, so you've just got the bright colours and that nice, soft, sugary texture. Very bad for you, of course. But, so I only do sprinkles, never hundreds and thousands. I love fairy bread, but the moment I see it's hundreds and thousands, I'm not going to eat it. So of course, butter. You need something to stick the sprinkles with. Now don't overfill it with butter. I think I used to do this quite a lot. Don't underfill it either. The main thing is you need something to stick it. Now a lot of people like to use the teaspoon to sprinkle it on, and that just makes a huge mess. I don't see why you can't do the same thing you do with breadcrumbs. Whack it in the plate, and you just dip it down, and it's stuck. And I'll just cut it into a triangle. Everybody has to have a triangle. And then I'll just place it. And next one. Butter. A little more. Now I don't actually have any tubs of butter, so this is just butter from a block that I had to soften a bit. And again, dip. And cut. Much less mess with these, and it takes a little less time too. Because I'm doing them one at a time, and if I had another person here, I'd probably actually have it so that I'd be doing the, buttering and dipping in the sprinkles, and they'd be doing the cutting. Always works better when you've got someone else. But this is like absolutely the easiest party food of all time, besides maybe cordial, which I always hated. And kids love it, and it's really not even exclusive to kids. I started having it at my birthday parties when I was like 18, 19, and my friends loved it. I'd say, I'm going to bring fairy bread to your party. Like, yes, yes. I think adults love fairy bread more than kids do. Probably the good childhood memories. Surprising I haven't peaked out on fairy bread so much, considering it was my absolute all-time favourite. And once you're an adult, you can have anything you want, really, especially if you're earning your own money. Now, that story I was going to tell. When I was in prep, I went to a girl from prep, not a good friend. Nobody really was when you'd only known them for less than a year. Her birthday party. Caitlin, wasn't Blaha, it was the other Caitlin. I don't remember her last name. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, and there was fairy bread on the table. And I love fairy bread, so I'm eating it, and then it comes to the last one. And I and I are about it, and then finally I grab it. I'm like 5 or 6 years old at this point. And I can't remember whether it was Caitlin or whether it was her mum. I guess it was actually her mum. Was calling me a little pig for taking the last one. Caitlin wanted that last one because it's her birthday. And I was like, I felt, it's fairy bread. Who can resist the last piece of fairy bread? If it's there and no one has grabbed it, it's yours. So I still feel horrible about that. I don't feel guilty so much, but I feel upset that they made such a big deal about it, especially because, maybe not so much then, but I have had to deal with weight and guilt with food for my entire life. I still have to deal with it. Right now I'm so stressed with uni and crap that I'm shoving that part of my life aside and just eating what I feel like, when I feel like it, and thinking once this is over I'll get back to exercising and eating healthy. But for now I don't have the energy for being healthy. So yeah, that was one of those first memories I have of being guilty about food, and I spent my entire life from that point on being guilty about party food, not wanting to be the first one to pick up food from the table or to grab too many pieces from the table. Same thing happens now when Tim Tams come out on the table. I could eat the whole packet. I don't even want to eat one before someone else does though, because I'm so shit scared of being judged, you know. People are going, ooh, the fat girl eating the Tim Tams, or ooh, she's gonna love Tim Tams. You know, you should never be made to feel guilty about food, even if it's bad for you food. You know, obviously you don't eat like that every day, and it's a once-off occasion. People just shouldn't judge from the, you know, from appearances, or whatnot, you know. I'm actually generally pretty active when I didn't have uni getting in the way. I would be riding like 3 times a week, and this is hour-long rides to Nick's work, and you know, and it still wasn't doing anything. I was actually eating well. I was doing home-cooked meals. I still do home-cooked meals. They're not the healthiest all the time. You know, home-cooked meals, drinking a lot, riding. We'd swim every weekend. And nothing. I wasn't budging. I maybe budged 2 kilos. And that's just general fluctuations. And every time I'd eat, if I hadn't exercised that day and I ate, I just felt like guilt. I felt like I shouldn't be eating unless I exercised. So, oh well, food. Lucky skinny people who don't actually have this mental dialogue going on every time there's food played out. Though I can imagine maybe anorexic people have that kind of dialogue. I never had the willpower for anorexia. I get all this guilt about food, but I still love it too much to actually just give it up. So there's my fairy bread. And because I made it, best part about it, I can eat it. Something I used to do at my nanny's, I used to put this in the microwave, because I genuinely believed these were little bits of chocolate. So I thought, oh, the chocolate's going to melt. And of course it didn't. But it tastes really good. You've got the warm butter and you've got that warm sugar. It's so yummy. So that's it. We're going to make fudge today, but I discovered I don't have enough chocolate, so we'll do that another time. That's it for today.